Howdy folks, I want to introduce you to something that is probably going to affect your life in math class, and that is called the unit circle. Now I need you to know that I'm not going to do the entire unit circle in this video, so if that's what you thought was going to happen, then you may want to look for my next video or something like that. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to introduce you to what the unit circle is on the coordinate plane, on the XY coordinate plane, okay? Just so that you have an idea, an introductory idea of why it is that there are certain numbers on the unit circle, okay? What we have here is we have a coordinate plane. Here's the x-axis right here. Here's the y-axis right here. And so this is the origin. And so I'm trying to orient your brain by looking at this so that you can understand that what you're looking at here is the typical XY plane. We're looking at it a little closer than usual, though. You can see that I made the squares, I made the grid a little bit larger than probably what you're accustomed to seeing. Because what we're doing is we're zooming in on it just a little bit, okay? So this point right over here, well, let's say this point right here, just so we can orient you, that is the point 2, 3. Right? We go over 2, x equals 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's the point 2, 3. All right? This point right here is 0, 0. This point down here is -1 and -4. And this point all the way over here is -4 and +3. That's this point right here. -4 and +3. These points are reasonably inconsequential to what we're going to talk about. I just want you to understand that what you're looking at is a regular coordinate plane. There's nothing special about this coordinate plane. It is, all we're doing is we're just zoomed in a little closer than we normally are when we're dealing with a coordinate plane. All right, so here, now I want to point out some points that are important. This point 0, 0 is very important, and this point right here, that's 1, 0. This point up here, that's 0, 1. This point over here, that point is -1 and 0. And then this point down here is is 0 and -1. Okay? And so those 5 points, if we include the center, these are 5 of the most important points related to the unit circle. Okay, so let's talk about, well, what is the unit circle? Well, the unit circle, I'm going to erase these, but I'm going to leave those points on there. The unit circle, very simply, is a circle. It's just a circle. It is a circle. Now, there's some specifics. All circles are defined by 2 things. The first one is their radius. That tells you how large the circle is. The second thing that defines a circle is its location. In particular, the location of the center of the circle. So all circles are identified by their radius and the location of the center of the circle, which are given on the coordinate plane, would be given by coordinates. Okay? The unit circle that you're going to be dealing with is a circle with a radius of 1, so it has a radius of 1, hence unit circle, unitary 1, with a radius of 1 whose center is at the origin, at the point 0, 0. So the unit circle is a very special circle, very special in a lot of areas of mathematics. So when somebody says the unit circle, they are referring to the circle whose center is at the origin, at the point 0, 0, right there, center, with a radius of 1. So if this circle has a center at 0, 0, and if it has a radius of 1, then that means that this point, 1, 0, is on the circle, because the radius goes from here and it goes 1 away over to here. Also, the point 0, 1 is on the circle. the point -1 and 0 is on the circle, and the point 0 and -1 is on the circle. All four of these points are on the unit circle. And so now if we were to sketch that circle, it would look something like this. I'm not an artist or anything, so I'm going to do the best that I can, but I've drawn a few unit circles in my life. There we go, doing the best I can. That terrible looking circle, but it's the best I'm going to come up with right now. Well, let me fix this bottom part here. That is what you're looking at there, is a rough sketch of the unit circle, okay? So that's all I'm really going to say for now, other than the fact that what you're about to embark on is an understanding of this circle and several things relevant to this circle. But here's what I need you to know is that usually when you're dealing with the unit circle, it doesn't look so small. When your teacher puts it up on the board, when I put it up on the board to talk about it, when I draw it, I'm going to draw it like this big. It's going to take up like most of the board from a little bit below here all the way down to here. Why? Because I'm going to draw. There will be all kinds of numbers and lines and angles drawn that are going to make use of this unit circle. But it's very important that you understand that when you're dealing with the unit circle, even when it's drawn very large, you have to understand that what's really happening is that, here, let me show you. Basically what's happening is that you're just seeing a zoomed in version of that circle. And so now when you're dealing with the unit circle, this is how close you're looking at it. And so your teacher is going to do some interesting things here and all the way over here, and there's going to be lines drawn on here and numbers on here, and you're going to have to memorize probably all of those numbers, okay? So that's the unit circle, and in the next video we're going to talk a little bit more about the unit circle and how you can understand all of the angles and all of the coordinates and all of the important points on this circle right here, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next one.